A bumper crop of roses is something every keen gardener dreams of, but it can often be difficult to achieve. Luckily, the trick to a batch of pretty blooms next year could lie in a common ingredient you'll probably have in your pantry. Gardening experts at Amaze Veggie Garden recommend using potato to cut your roses. According to the experts, the high water content vegetable can help keep the cutting moist, and increases the chances of the plant taking root for the flower to flourish in your garden, the Express reports. Roses are some of the most amazing plants out there. They grow with thorns, and their flowers have become some of the most loved flowers in the world, the gardening experts share. Many avid flower lovers will try to grow this plant in their garden or their greenhouse. Some first-time growers may be shocked to hear about using potatoes to help propagate the roses even further. The experts explain that to grow a rose in a potato, you will need at least a 200 mm stem. When the flowers and leaves are trimmed off, the stem is stuck into half of the potato and planted into the ground. This boosts the roots of the stem to start growing and prevents it from going dry, which helps new leaves and roots to grow, they explain. Having a good base that naturally provides all the nutrients and moisture needed for the new plant to grow means you won't have to work as hard to ensure the rose will grow. This is often the only way to grow a new rose, as the environment might be too tough for new stems to grow naturally. The process of rooting the potato properly can take place as quickly as 5 to 6 weeks if the soil is suitable. The stem will need to grow new roots from scratch, so experts advise you to be patient. The experts shared a step-by-step guide to using the potato hack for your rose garden before winter approaches. Remove flowers. Experts say that when preparing the stem to be planted, whether in a potato or just the water, you first need to remove the flower. They explain that this is because it prevents excess moisture from being sucked up, allowing it to go directly to the roots. Remove leaves next. Experts say that the leaves on the stem need to be removed for the same reasons as the flowers, explaining that the photosynthesis provided by large leaves is not enough to counter the amount of energy needed to keep them healthy. Prepare a stem. Once the flowers and leaves are prepared, gardeners need to cut the stem into the right shape. Experts explain that while many assume that you cut the stem at an angle before planting it into the potato, this is actually incorrect. They say before pushing the rose into the potato, you should cut the stem into quarters, not too deep, just about 1/4 of an inch right at a stem node, which will divide the stem into 4 equal parts, and make it easier for the stem to start forming its roots in the potato. Plant in a pot before the ground. Before everyday maintenance, the last thing you will need to do is plant the potato and stem into the ground. However, experts recommend planting it in a pot first because putting it directly in the ground can create complications. They advise to put your plant in a pot and keep it somewhere you can easily monitor the stem as it starts to grow. Then you can move it to a larger pot as the root system grows. Once you feel it has sufficiently grown, you can plant it into the ground. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.